Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another live stream with your boy Ricardi. Um, yep, late night 2K action. Let's do it.
Now they're coming off that win.
It's the Magic versus the Grizzlies. I'm Grizzlies again. So let's do it.
Against the Nets.
And they weren't anywhere near as sharp as they would like to be. But at the end of the day,
Give me that shit, nigga.
And they've got to feel good about that.
So on the floor for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Banchero. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Caldwell Pope.
A tremendous defender. Desmond Bane locks in on his man.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a little high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do.
Look at that.
You always do.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disruptive. Jackson was all over that.
Here's Morant. And it's
Hey,
good
Ja.
off the back of the rim and in.
Shot, Ja.
Morant's got 5 points so far. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
Oh, bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Here's Morant.
Damn.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Memphis.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Smart's checked in for Bane. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones,
Hey, Ja.
are noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a
Hey,
team
Ja, let's
out
go.
east that is in the West, moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said,
Go.
you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Carter. Gary Harris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Now here is Harris from outside the arc. And Cole Anthony with the three.
Good shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The Magic trail by 8. 16 feet away. Buries the jump shot.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Here's Morant. He takes it in.
Good job.
And that one, good. Morant's got 11 points.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now, here's Wagner. 8 points his last outing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams passes to Morant.
Good
Hangs
job.
in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 13 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wagner outside. Here's Isaac. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job.
JJ
down
playing
low.
good.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
And so in the game for the Magic, Banchero up there with Isaac. Then there's Harris. Then there's Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Anthony, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. The Grizzlies 4th.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
And both free throws good for Isaac.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
There's a screen by Aldama. Morant kicks to Smart. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. And Carroll passes to Isaac. That Morant shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Smart.
It's Smart.
And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
How?
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. And Del Carter comes in for Isaac, and it's Suggs in for Harris. Morant reaches to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Monday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Suggs. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Suggs has got his second basket.
And because it's so easy for him to get to the cup, Suggs doesn't shoot a ton of mid-range jumpers, but he has it in his arsenal.
And it's Morant missing.
Damn, Ja.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets in Houston. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
Easy, bro. Oh my gosh. Man, my hair itching crazy.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher, and once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Anthony with it. He's picked up by Morant. They get the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Down low, here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Putting his 6'11" frame to use Jackson to low, down low. Good luck stopping him.
The Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Cole Anthony. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
Count it, good.
Wow,
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jackson, a screen on Suggs. Morant passes to Jackson. Moves back up. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Suggs against Morant. Suggs kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Takes the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bane passes to Morant. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, Ja.
He's been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again.
So, Ja.
So much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Pass to Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. Off target from outside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. By himself, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And the long strides of KCP. Dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
Bane, no good.
Yeah, Ben said.
Look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Wagner wide open. Good on the triple. And now just a 5-point Memphis lead.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome to halftime.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bane. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Wagner kicks to Suggs. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Payne for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. The Magic shooting around 41% on the night. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the inside. Here's Banchero. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Banchero's got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jackson a screen on Suggs. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. And Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Morant outside. Over Suggs. Offensive rebound. A deep three from Bane. Can't connect from long distance. The Magic trail by 10. Wagner from long range. No good that time.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Morant. That one drops for him.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
It's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vince Williams comes in for Marcus Smart. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. It's Morant with the drop.
Good job.
Oh, no, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
How Ja playing, bro? He might win MVP.
Well,
I know it's the beginning. I know this is the third game. 79 games left, but the nigga playing hard.
We're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The three from Morant. Jackson misses.
Damn. Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Payton for 3. No good on that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Jaren Jackson picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Number 50, Cole Anthony.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Suggs against Morant. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Suggs.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And that one's good. Morant.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
For the 3.
That's money.
Bane, no good.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Banchero. That shot off. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Morant. He's got 29 points. Drives to the hoop. Basket good. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wagner's got 7.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
Clark, a screen on Suggs. Morant passes to Clark. And dunk by Clark.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The Magic trail by 13. Pass to Suggs. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Hits the three-point bomb. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Here's Morant. Clark dishes to Jackson. Rejected by Banchero. 4-on-3 break. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kept alive. Here's Suggs. And he finishes nicely on the way. 12 points for him.
And kudos to Suggs for just keeping his focus at the rim, making the D look helpless.
Here's Morant. Bucket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen away. The shot. No good. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better
JJ had one
pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Harris. And it's Banchero in its small forward. Clark a screen on Anthony. Here's Smart into the lane. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
The Magic trail by 10. Harris inside. He's guarded by Williams.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Smart against Wagner. Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, well, Marcus Smart, when you talk about basketball IQ, those are one of the things that he does. Sets a good pick, gets himself open.
Here's Harris. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Williams. Rebounded by Isaac.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Harris. Knocked loose.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Smart, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Every coach's dream. Smart, he's a high motor player that's a high IQ player. That combination just can't beat.
And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. The Magic trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Isaac with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Isaac outside. Pass to Banchero. Bain with the steal.
Come on.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Cole Anthony.
You can't be overzealous when guarding Bane, or he will find ways to draw the whistle.
The first free throw is good. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson
Go,
comes in for Edey, and it's Ja Morant in for Marcus Smart. Clark, a screen on Suggs. Grant, it's stolen by Anthony. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And there it is for him.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coast-to-coaster by himself off of that steal.
For the Magic, Carter comes in for Wagner. And Wagner subbed in for Isaac. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first some battle scars.
Basket counts.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Outside Anthony. Wagner passes to Banchero. Looking for Anthony and gets it there.
Puts the
chill
D
out.
in a
Chill
tough
out, young
spot
fella.
when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. Over Suggs.
Not throw it high, man.
And here we go. Releases. And it's Wagner missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And it's Clark with the jam.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last. Touched by Williams.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
In deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Santiago checked in for Jackson. Had to change for the Magic. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Cole Anthony. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Later, bro. When I'm knocked out, I won't wake up till the next day.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Williams gets the bucket. The Magic trail by 15.
You ain't getting on Warzone, huh?
I don't know. It's about to be one. I gotta wash my hair. I'll probably be on tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be on tomorrow. Cause after this, I gotta wash my hair and stuff.
8 bet.
All right, bro. GG's if you go to sleep.
Caldwell-Pope outside.
Not GG's. GN.
Sounds good.
All right. Tomorrow what time? 11?
Over Bane. And they'll get another chance. Wagner against Williams. Tries again. And that one's good. Wagner.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control.
Oh, prime time.
Here's Morant.
Woo!
And finished off by Morant.
And so just
bet.
to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal position.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And
let me get a thumbnail.
one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from John Morant.
I know. I haven't played with Magic yet. I'm gonna play with them soon, but I'm like really I like Memphis a lot. I look like Orlando too, but
he just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Outside Howard knocks down the 3 ball. There's 48 seconds.
Hey, Brian said he got banned on Warzone.
Left in the 4th quarter of this one. And here's Morant.
Ja got injured again.
Over Anthony.
I think he came back, I believe.
He got a 14-day ban.
What did he do? He wasn't explaining it right.
The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. A 12-point game. No good from Howard. Morant outside. Isaac with the steal. And Isaac throws it down. And so it's Memphis with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Morant. Orlando grabs the miss.
I don't know how I missed that.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
First one with the
Good
Memphis.
competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sport.
I feel like they made Ja too good on here, bro. It's like too easy with him, bro. I think it's too easy. Like they made him too like, I don't know. It's like super easy. Like 2K23 is so easy, that game. He's playing like how he played on 2K23. I don't know. Jalen had 12. What did he have? Okay. All right, bro. I'll see you tomorrow on Warzone. I think I'm going to stream it too. I'm about to wash my hair, go to sleep.